We're going to call the meeting to order. Clerk, will you call the roll, please? Representative Mark Shirey.
Colonel Jonathan Archer. Archer, A-R-C-H-E-R.
David Baxley, Revenue Department.
All right, I'm declaring a quorum. We do know that Senator Kelly's on his way. We're going to dispense with reading of the minutes unless I don't see them in here. I think they probably got mailed ahead of time, but we'll just go on to that for the next meeting. Would you make note that we'll do that at the next meeting, Madam Clerk? All right, the first tag we have up is Protect Wildlife by the Alabama Wildlife Center. We have a representative here today. All right, as our custom, we view it, we look over and make sure it has statewide application. That's a beautiful tag. Does that read legibility?
Ma'am, we received that Thursday of last week, and I have not had an opportunity to get the testers together to take a look at it. I do have some initial concerns with the dark background, but I'm open, as we have done in the past, for conditional approval pending legibility. And
Okay.
I'll make it a priority to get that plate tested.
Okay, Mr. Baxley, is all their paperwork in order as far as their application?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Looks like it has statewide application. They've got their tax ID. Do I hear a motion to accept with conditional with the readability test? Moved. Do I have a second? Moved and seconded. All in favor? Thank you very much. The next tag is U.S. Marine Corps. Yes, sir. Tell us about your tag.
Tag is do with the Alabama Marine Corps. Our numbers indicate there's probably over 7,000 veteran Marines in the state of Alabama. Right now, the Alabama Marine tag, there's only about 9,000. Those tags out, a little over 9,000. We designed a new tag, and the reason we wanted to have a new tag, there are more organizations that support the Marines in Alabama than just the Marine Corps League. And I'm a life member of the Marine Corps League, and most of the Marines in our organizations are members of the Marine Corps League. I'm up here representing what we call the Marine Triad, and that's composed of 3 different Marine organizations. One in Huntsville, which is the Community, or Simplified Community Task Force. And Tuscaloosa is the Alabama Marines Foundation. And in Hoover, the greater Birmingham area, it's the Krulak Marine Alliance of Alabama. The 3 of us came together and agreed that we should pursue a new tag so that we can get the funds to support Marines on a broader scale than is currently being done. And we also had some concerns about the utilization of the funds of the Marine Corps League, how they were using the funds. So we applied, we submitted our application, and I believe you have the tag in front of you.
We have a markup. Now, I cannot find their application in my package.
Madam Chairman, while we're looking, can I ask a question?
Oh, yes, sir. You're recognized.
Yes, sir. When you said that you was having some problems with how the league was spending the money, now that you're coming in this triad, where the money going to go now? Will it go to the league or will it go to this triad new group?
Proposed that the proceeds from the tag sale would go to the Kulak Marine Alliance of Alabama and then be distributed to the other two marine organizations. That's the one option. Second option is the Department of Revenue wants to split that proceeds three ways and send it to each one of the foundations individually. That's fine as well.
And what ultimately did you have plans for the money? How would you, would think it was an expenditure that was allowable?
All three organizations support Marines, veteran Marines, their families, and when resources are available, we support all veterans. We provide funds for anything for billing, housing, medical costs, things along those lines. Specifically for the Kulak Marine Alliance of Alabama, we are the leaders in veteran suicide prevention in the state of Alabama. We have a program that is called Spare a Life, Yours, and we also have, in conjunction with that, we also have a child firearm safety program, because in Alabama, over 82% of the homicides for veterans are carried out with firearms. So we believe that there's firearms in the home, then we thought it would be a good idea to have a child firearm safety program. It's called STOMP. It's something that a child will see every day of their life, at home, at school, at McDonald's, wherever it may be, even an opportunity for their parents or siblings, whatever the case may be, to reinforce the safety for firearms. We also provide opioid treatment. We have a network of clinics in the greater Birmingham area that if a Marine veteran goes to one of those clinics and it does not go through the VA, doesn't have insurance, the Kulak Marine Alliance of Alabama picks that tab.
That sounds,
For babies to be delivered at UAB, there's a wide spectrum of things that we do. Currently underway, we're developing, which we hope to have done in the next week, a deck of cards that are for suicide prevention for the military, which once we get the cards in our hand, then we go into the Department of Defense, VA, health
Email if
system,
they want to check their email address.
okay.
and it's a deck of cards that are geared by osmosis or repetition for those that are ideating about suicide, that will have some positive reinforcement and hopefully change their attitudes towards taking their life.
All righty, thank you. Those are excellent. I especially liked your top three. Those were, sounds like a good use of the money, and I hope you, a lot of success. Now, the paperwork just got emailed to you. This got sent, so if you need to look at it, pardon me? I do believe it is in order. Does Revenue want to answer to that?
Yeah, the paperwork on we received the application extremely late and had it added to the agenda. It was on the
I
revised.
did it because we were a military-friendly state, and I wanted to get it. I didn't realize we weren't going to get it,
Right.
but you do have it in your emails now if you wanted to look at it real quick.
Right, but yes, sir, it's in order.
All right, got to move. Do I have a second? You're good. You're good. We were just wanting to make sure that we meet twice a year, so we wanted to make sure to get you on this agenda. So we have a move. Do I have a second? Anthony Daniels is second. All in favor? Aye. All righty. Thank you. Good luck with your tag. Manufacturer Alabama, you're up. Mizba Grand Chapter, you're on deck. Yes, sir, Mr. Barganier. Tell us about your tag.
Goal is this to be a vehicle to be able to receive private contributions from our members, the manufacturing companies, as well as others outside of our membership. But also it's a vehicle to receive any revenue that would be generated through this tag proposal. So this tag would be distributed to the foundation, and it would be 100% used for scholarship. What we plan to do with the revenue is to partner with something called FAME, the Federation for Advanced Manufacturing Education, and that's a program that's been in existence quite a while now with the community college system. So the application is statewide. What our goal is to do there is to provide scholarships or offset at least partial costs, depending on what kind of revenue we generate, for students who are in the FAME program. For those that aren't aware, the FAME program is a program where you're going to the community college, local community college in your area. You're getting your 2-year degree, and at the same time, you're working part-time in a manufacturing facility locally. And it's been a very successful program across the state, and there's revenue generated to go towards 100% scholarship for those students. Happy to take some questions.
Do you have any questions from the members? Representative Daniels makes the motion.
I second it.
Member Price has made the second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. Good luck with your tag. Plan to see you marketing it at your summer conference. Yeah, all right. All right. MISPA Grand Chapter. 5 Points Charitable Foundation. It's pretty. Okay, now you understand that we don't give you funding, but we do approve your tag so that you can go out and convince others to help fund you. It's a beautiful tag. So do I hear a motion or questions of the committee? Representative Daniels makes the motion. Senator Kelly makes the second. All in favor?
Aye.
Good luck. Marketing is key. Thank you so much. We're so proud of the work that you're doing. All our kids do need help getting out of school and getting moving forward. Thank you for all your hard work in the community. That is the one thing of the blanket statement. It is so heartwarming to work on this committee. This will be my last meeting, but I want to let y'all know it's been my greatest pleasure because you meet the people doing the Lord's work in this committee from all over the state. All right, our next tag is the Pirate Foundation. And let me, for the benefit of the members, we used to make some tags only had to have a statewide application, but what we found is that some of the schools, such a strong sense of community helped the students and the schools. We used to be prohibited that they could only support through the Helping Schools tag, but in 2019, we amended the law because we've had some schools that have a strong community, and we felt like that helps build on the community and helps them raise funds for themselves. So this is one of the type of tag that doesn't have a statewide application. It applies specifically to a community of schools. Any questions of the members? Right. I mean, y'all know best what sells in your community. The idea is to try to sell as many tags as possible so that you can get the benefit of the funding.
Second.
Singleton made the motion. Price made the second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Thank you. Congratulations and good luck with your tag. All right. We have some reissue and redesign. Legacy Partners and Environmental Foundation. Are you here, please, ma'am? And Alpha Kappa Alpha, you're on deck. All right, I think I see some questions about readability. Senator Singleton, you're recognized. All right, Colonel Archer.
I'll speak to that. We did test the plate back in March. The testers all had similar comments about the darkness of the plate, darkness of the background, interfering with the ability to read the second half of the letters and the digits. So we have worked with this group. They have presented a much lighter version. Okay, so, but I don't have a plate yet, and I know Revenue's working on getting us a plate, and we're willing to retest it and offer conditional approval pending legibility.
All right, I have a motion from Senator Singleton, a second by Daniels. I'm sorry, I'm having a blind blank. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, good luck. It's a beautiful tag. Oh, how many do you sell each year? Oh, my heavens. 7,343. That is a very popular tag. Yeah, good luck. I mean, I don't think you're having any problem selling them. All righty. Alpha Kappa Alpha, and then autism acceptance, you're on deck.
We've had our tag now for 2013 and 20, I know that we've done close to $500,000 in sales. So far. Our funding goes for scholarships for students in the state of Alabama at the college level, college, university, and junior colleges, community colleges.
Beautiful tag.
All right, Senator Singleton and Representative Daniels. I think that's in honor of Mrs. Boyd, or Representative Boyd, isn't she Kappa Alpha Kappa? Yes, we'll do that in honor. Yes, so we'll do that in her honor. I cast my vote in her honor. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. You have a beautiful tag. Obviously, you're very successful in it. We wish you much success in the future. Thank you for all the hard work you do in our state. Autism acceptance, you're up. Huntsville Hospital, you're on deck. Good morning. It's one of the most popular tags. I see it all over the state. Yes, sir.
Madam Chair, I just want to commend you on the tag. I'm someone that is severely colorblind. So the designs and things, a lot of the talents are lost on someone like me. But that tag, the way it's designed and all, even people like me that are severely colorblind can make that out and tell what it is. So I commend whoever did the designing on that. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
We have Senator
fearless
Kelly
leader
made the
over there.
motion, Senator Singleton seconded it, and we all applaud at the work that you do. I know that this is an important tag. The work that you do is important. The community that you represent and help is important. So we can't thank you enough. All in favor of the tag?
Aye.
Aye. Congratulations and good luck. Huntsville Hospital, you're up. Oh, and then we have our veterans tags. Do you have a representative from Huntsville Hospital?
Well, I'll represent the Huntsville Hospital.
Yeah. You want to speak on behalf of the Huntsville Hospital, sir?
Well, Madam Chair, if you notice that the tag is very basic and it does not prevent one from reading it, would have loved to have more colorful designs on the tag, but hey, the legibility meets the requirement, exceeds the requirement, I think. And so with that, Madam Chair, I just ask the committee for its consideration.
Do we have a motion? Senator Kelly has made the motion.
Second.
Member Price has seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All righty. Good luck with your tag. And then Alabama Wildlife Center, we have already conditionally approved it, but I know that you're here. We'd like to hear about the good work that you do. So come up and give us the Reader's Digest condensed version if you're old enough to know what that is. How many tags are y'all currently selling? I'm trying to.
This is a new application.
Oh, okay.
Madam Chair.
And then that was the readability that you're
Yes.
going over. There was some issues with the darkness of the background. You're going to have to go into redesign. We're giving you a conditional. We've already voted on and approved a conditional, but you have to get right with Colonel Archer and new member Shirey. All right. Yes. Thank you. And then on the agenda, the last part of our agenda, we had the battleship tag, which Senator Albritton had sent out an email about a month ago. I think he's also going to do some legislation to address it. But the chairman of the Battleship Commission, since its inception, has their own personal tag, and now some of the former members of the Battleship Commission want to retain their tag. So they're having an arm wrestling contest, and we have decided, as the legislator, I'm in full support of our senator and his efforts to say that the battleship needs all of the publicity that it can get in any fundraising. And these gentlemen that have been the chairman have done a yeoman's duty towards the battleship. And we want them to be able to pay $50 extra and hang on to that tag as long as they want. I did feel like it was important for this committee to demonstrate our agreement with that, and for all of us to make the motion and approve that they can do that, and we'll follow up and support his legislation.
So moved.
Oh,
Question? They can have as many as they want. They have like 16 members of their commission. If they're a former chairman, then they're allowed it. So like we have and then now they're why don't you come up and talk with it, please, ma'am? We'll have somebody from Revenue that's working directly with them.
we had a legislative play, I could have my own minority senate legislative play.
If you can get the support of the House, if you can
I'm
get,
just trying to.
yeah. Well, because it's been a past practice, and that I know that the Battleship Alabama is getting less and less funding through visitors. And so anything that they can do privately to keep that dream alive and keep the maintenance going, I'm in support of. So, but do I hear a motion?
So they pay what for that plate?
They pay, how much extra do they pay for it?
It's the $50. I don't. It's legislatively mandated. It's not one of these distinctive. I mean, there's only ever been one in existence because the way the code is. But now with the amendment, the proposed amendment to include all past and future, I mean, we're probably looking at probably 30. Yeah. So
Senator Singleton? Okay. Recognized.
Thank you, ma'am. So what is the cost to create a plate? Thank you.
Any other questions from the members? Is that a motion? Is that in an emotion or emotion? All right, Senator.
That's based on the value of your vehicle, Senator.
All right, Senator Singleton made the motion. Senator
please let
Kelly
him know,
seconded it. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All right. Now we have all of our other military plates. Mr. Bagsley, did you want to explain this printout that we have?
Yes, Madam Chair, these are all of the military plates that fall under code section, let's see, under the guise of the Department of Veteran Affairs, but it's 326351 that outlines all the different branches of military from Air Force to Navy to all the ones in between. I'm not trying to omit anybody there, but it's time for their redesign, and we've already spoken with the Department of Veteran Affairs. They are in favor of keeping their designs for the next 5 years, and we included statistics on here. Although not under the guise of the LOC, I believe we kind of like to track some of these because of how specific they are. For example, Battle of the Bulge, the veterans of Battle of the Bulge, there's only 8 of those tags in existence. So
That's because they have to qualify to buy that tag. and
Right.
So that population is aging out.
right. So we kind of track those so that, like you said, sadly enough, whenever all those individuals are dead and gone, that's one of those that we would kind of retire, so to speak. But all of the designs have been retained. I have copies of those here as well to pass out to the members if they'd like. But yeah, that's
And clearly 68,000 from the Army. I mean, we know everybody in Alabama, they must go into the Army, or everybody in the Army retires in Alabama. All right, do we have a blanket motion to cover all these renewals of this tag, reissue and redesign?
Second.
Made and seconded it, all in favor? Aye, all right, they're done. Now, all right, so we've handled the battleship tag, we've handled all of our military. Like I said, this is my final meeting. I would like to make the motion that Senator Weaver be appointed chairman of this committee. All in favor? Oh, I need a second, I guess. I'm sorry, she has shown an extreme interest in this past year, and so anybody that questions me that much needs to be the chair, All right, we've had it motion made and seconded. All in favor? Say aye. And then y'all can figure out who's the vice chair.
Madam Chair, at the top of the agenda, we have a couple of other reissue and retains. I believe that we bypassed. It's
All right, is somehow, which ones? Go ahead. and tell me.
National Guard and then some in-state universities. These are all retained designs.
Oh, yeah.
Redesign, I'm sorry.
I kind of included them all in, so
Okay.
we can redo the motion. Y'all, it's your second page on your package, so do y'all want to do the motion encompass everything listed on the page? Yeah, all right, that's
Okay.
what we
I
did.
okay. That
Alrighty.
works for me.
Okay. Any other business to come before the committee or any groups that we have not recognized that's out in the audience? All right, thank y'all for your time and attention. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, thank y'all. We're adjourned.
So we only have